from Backfoot.
And Jessica.
And we're here on lesson 6. We're so excited. You've done amazing to get this far and still continually working. Hopefully you took the advice and you've done each class 4 or 5 times or more, depending on how much you need. We've enjoyed bringing them to you, and this last one's probably quite a lot of work. So we're really excited to start it. Jessica's going to have to work very hard for us again today, so we're very grateful to you. And we'll get straight into it. At the finish, we'll show you some of the pieces of kit that we're going to continue making series for you going on later on. So without further ado, let's start today. So arms relaxed and down by your sides, and then up and lifted and pushing down. Breathe in as we go up and breathe out and push down. 2 more like that. Right up and round and then down. That's beautiful. 1 more. And down. Hands on your shoulders, elbows, turning those circles. Really stretch. I'm going to turn sideways for you. That's brilliant. We have 2 more like that. And blow. And last one there. Lengthen the arms down. We're going into circles. We'll do 2 circles, Jess, and then we'll put something a bit weird in. So you ready? We're going to take the arms in opposite directions. So, oh, this is confusing for the body. That's it. So we're circling in opposite. You did that brilliantly. I never did it that well when I was learning. And then we're going to change it. Stop at the top. Reverse. Beautiful. So reversing those circles. Squeezing, pulling up and pulling in, trying to keep the knees nice and soft. 1 more, and then release. Beautiful. Staying in this position, dropping the shoulders away from your ears in that waiter's tip. Pull up and pull in. As you breathe out, squeeze open, and then breathe in. Remembering to smile, squeeze the abdominals, and breathe, and then blow, squeeze. And breathe and release that. Lovely. Okay, you'll remember that we went up on the toes a little while back, so we're going to do that. Pull up and pull in, lengthen your body, take a nice breath in and breathe out and lift your heels off the floor. If you want a support or a chair or a stick, that's fine too. We're going to lift the arms with this one. Breathe and then breathe out. It's all about control. Breathe in. Breathe out. Got 1 more like that. Breathe in. And then slowly breathe out. Let's do a little leg lift. Hip height. And slowly lower. Other one. So we're sort of walking, but very weirdly. Squeezing the abdominals, holding tight, just loosening off. That's lovely. I have 1 more on each. Go a little bit higher each time. And then gently release that. Okay, that's enough of a warm-up because you're going to work extremely hard today. So we're starting with the roll down. We're not going to do warm-up roll downs, just going to go and do 6 roll downs. If you want to do a warm-up roll down or 2, please help yourself, because 6 roll downs with press, push and back up. Okay, so there's not a lot of breaks in this one. So she's going to start on her mat. I'm going to help her all the way through and hopefully be helping you. Take a nice breath in, keeping the shoulders back and down. Turn the head around and then slowly squeezing the abdominals and lowering down, keeping the weight on the front of her feet, looking at the abdominals all the time. Then she's going to do the count. So she breathes in wide, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your press up position. She's going to do a proper press up position, lowering this a little bit, and then down she goes for 1 full press. Oh, it's an effort, that one is. Bottom in the air, walk your hands back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Head tucked right under, and then still weight on the front of the feet as you roll back up. Breathing out, squeezing the abdominals. In this next one, Jessica's going to show not a full press, but 3/4. So breathe, blow, squeeze, squeeze the tummy. That's lovely. Going down, nice and relaxed with her body. Little double take there. And then she goes, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding the position. She lowers one knee and lowers the other knee, and then lengthens through the body. So she's got that, yeah, well done. Okay, she's going to lower down. This is a push-up through your triceps. It's not easy. She lowers the feet, tucks the toes, and up in the bum, walks it back. 2, 3, 4. Head's tucked right under, and then she comes back up. That's number 2. Only another 4 to go. Oh my goodness, I told you, number 6, class. Okay, here we go. Luckily Jess is very strong. And you need challenging. I need challenging. We all need challenging. So this is what we're doing. This is number 3. She strides it out when she's taken her breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop to the 3/4. Lengthen through the hips. Hold the core nice and steady. Through, oh my God, those arms, I can feel them myself. Yes, well done. Feet down, raise, bottom in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, tuck. Beautiful. She keeps leaving the head behind. And then below, squeeze and go up. Right, we're going to take, we've had a fall. We've had 2 3/4, and now we're going to do a box. Make it a little bit easier. Do you agree with that, Jess? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're getting the most out of her here. Take a breath in, as she breathes out, she rolls around. This is number 4. Beautiful. Lengthen through the body. Shoulders are relaxed. Everything's going well. She's reaching the floor beautifully. Take a breath in. Reach out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now she drops the knees underneath the hips. Beautiful. Then she's still got to go, yes. Watch the posture. Then she goes down towards the floor using those arms right by the triceps. These bits that the ladies suffer with. Legs straightened and feet, yes, good. And then roll back, 1, 2, 3, 4. And she tucks and she, yes, lengthens up into her standing position. That was excellent. So you have 2 left, that's all. 2 more. Anyone who says Pilates isn't hard, they're fibbing. Chin, slowly down, squeeze the abdominals as tight as they'll go. When you think you're doing enough, you're probably needing to go a little bit more. She's going to hold that bottom position. This is where we get that lovely stretch through the spine. Big breath in, blows out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes the box position, realigns the body. Down she goes for the press. Okay, I'm just going to be evil. Keep your hips here, just go from the hips. Oh my God, that's better. That's harder, isn't it? Yeah. She was cheating. Okay, lengthen the legs. This girl's clever. She knows how to cut corners without me noticing what she's up to. But I caught her. That was superb. You've only got 1 more. And then you've done it. And you can have that nice downward dog stretch. Take a breath in. And slowly curl around. Don't give up at home. Keep going. Keep utilising as much as you can. Squeeze through your centre. This is why we're working so hard. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 3/4 box position. Hips over. Hands. Now to hold the hips. Down you go. Push. Lovely. And then back up. This is your last time. Walk it in. Squeeze the abdominals. Tuck that head right under. And then floating your heels, still standing on the front of your feet, restack your spine. Oh, that's it, take your time. Wonderful, well done. So that's a lot of hard work. Every exercise that we have started or we've completed, in fact, there's not many we have completed, you can make them tougher, make them harder. So we're just beginning, we're just the beginners. Okay, I want you to take a breath in, I want you to come down into the press position, and then we're going to go into the downward dog. Slowly she comes down, breathing out all the way, squeezing the abdominals, lengthening through her head and neck, and here she strides it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she pushes back into the downward dog, watching her back the whole time. She's trying this time, she's going to hold this position, keeping the ribs nice and strong. She's trying to push her heels to the floor. She's trying to stretch through the calves. Are you feeling that?
Yeah.
So this is a really good stretch position. Hold that. Okay. So a little bit more again, a little bit more dip here. So this is where most people struggle, is just here. They're quite good at dipping through the chest, but it's getting this bit right. Okay, from there, she's going to lower her knees to the floor. Well done. She's in the all fours position. That's where we're going to start. Would you like a breather? No, okay. If she'd have gone, oh yes, I would have given her one, but she was too slow. Okay, from here we're going to thread the needle, and she's going to do 4, or 6, depending on how well she does. So we're going to start with the right arm sweeping past the left, and then we're going to alternate. So take a breath in to prepare. As she breathes out, she takes the hand, threads it along the arm, rotating through the body as low as she can, breathes in, and then as she breathes out, I want her to really open the chest this time, yes. So this is where we get that rotation through the thoracic spine. Lovely, she's going to go on the other side, don't raise this. Yeah, good, sweeping through, far as she can go, and then I know what she's doing wrong to cheat, and then breathe out, lengthen, 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 lengthen. Oh, the smile, she's got the smile, that's great. No, cheating is locking the arms. That's beautiful. Here we go again. Slide. Beautiful. Because when you lock the arms, you can't lower the body. Breathe. Reach up as you blow out. Little bit more chest. That's beautiful. And breathe. She's hot. I know she's working hard. Blow, squeeze. All the way up. Watching the hand as you go. Feel that rotation. Breathe in. Don't over rotate. If this is a hard exercise for you, then try not to push it too far and hold that there. Is that enough for you on those ones?
How many did we do?
4.
Okay.
Is that enough? Oh, she's happy with that. Okay, and then from threading the needle, we're going to teach her to wag her tail. So you've not done this before. Imagine you're a dog and your nose and your tail. So you keep a nice neutral position. This is a nice exercise. It's a side stretch. You breathe in through the lateral rib cage. As you breathe out, look to your tail and bring your tail to your nose. So you're closing that side and stretching this side. As she breathes out, she goes the other way. Really closing this side, staying on that nice tabletop. Breathe in. We'll do that again. Blow, squeeze, getting that lovely lateral movement through the rib cage, through the spine. Blow, squeeze. Really good, Jessica. Fantastic. Breathe in and just rest. You don't need to do any more. Lower back onto your heels, open your legs and come into the child's pose. Wonderful. Stretch and breathe there while I talk to you about the next exercise. So the Superman we've started, and we've done arms separately and we've done legs separately. Today, Jessica is going to do the opposite. So arms and legs, and it's done very, very slowly. This isn't like swimming where you get excited. This is a nice controlled, you know it's a toughie, don't you, darling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go. Come up into the all fours position. We need to set the Superman up to really do it successfully. So we're looking at hip width apart, through the feet, through the knees, into the pelvis, keeping the centre nice and relaxed, and then head on a level. Could probably go a little bit, wow, beautiful. Now she's going to take a breath in, she's going to hold the core very tight, and then take the opposing arm and leg out as far as she can. It's about stretching, it's not about balance, it's about really working hard to support. She's shaking, breathe in, slowly controlling, and then as she switches over, she's got to have that control again. Really working hard, that's fantastic, good girl, and back in. Keep control. If you need to reset, you can. And breathe in. Not locking your elbows. Don't cheat. Good. And then blow, squeeze. It's much harder when you're not locking. And breathe. 2 more she can do. I know it's hard. Soften the elbow. Yes. We're just starting to lose form now. Breathe in. And the last one, blow. She is really shaking and working hard. Well done. Slowly in. Open the knees, drop back, child's pose, and breathe. My goodness. So that's really, really challenging. So you're holding against gravity, you're balancing on opposite arms and legs whilst working the other 2, and the core's having to stabilise all of that. Well done, Jess. Breath in. And breath out, relax a bit deeper. That's brilliant. From here, you're going to come into the seated position, but I would like you to be seated the other way, facing the other side. So yes, you can come up and then just slide your bottom over that way. I need this for the camera. You could have gone seated as you were. Okay, in that position, she's going to do her favourite move now, her bottom walk. So she knows it's a nice upright and lifted position. She's walking on the pelvis, not from the legs, but it's from the pelvis. So here she goes for 8 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back 8. She's better backwards. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward. Sit taller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's probably because I'm just thinking of my next exercise where I want to be. Yeah, because you've got room behind you as well as in front of you. So we're going into the C-shaped spine again. So where you curl forward. So she did this beautifully in class 5, if you remember. So here we go. From the upright position, and then we're going to go all the way back. Okay, so you can use your knees if you remember. So she's going to start off using the knees, and when she's really tired, we're going to take them away. That doesn't make sense, but never mind. Bear with. Okay, where are you going? You're going to start the C-shaped spine coming forward. No, it's okay, you can't do it. You've got to start from here. So take a breath in, raise the arms. They're going to go past your feet. Blow, where's your head? Oh, lovely. Now she's going to breathe in nice and deep. And then she's going to roll back from that position. So using the knees if she needs to, she'll bend them, run the legs beside them, keeping that one vertebrae at a time. That's lovely. And then she's holding her breath. Her arms shoot behind her, which proves that we need to wiggle down this way a little bit. So I want you to come so it doesn't affect your arm shape at all. So no, even longer. Is that better? Mm-hmm. Okay, so from there, she's starting with the arms behind her. She takes a nice breath in. As she breathes out, she holds the core, brings the arms, rolls the chin into the head lift, slides up, hands by the knees, push the knees away, slow, reach forward, hands, beautiful. Then she's going to take a breath, blow and roll. This time she's not going to get any legs, so she's got to come down and up without the knees. You can still use the knees, it depends on how well you're doing. That's lovely. Don't hold your breath, Jess. And shoulders away from your ears. It's very easy when you're in this position to have this, but you've got to try and make these shoulders come away. So breathe in as you raise the arms. Breathe in. Raise the arms, breathe in. As you breathe out, you're using your breath in your core now to really, yes, one step at a time. Keep pulling in on the core, keep rounding, keep the arms. They're your guide. Where's that other hand? It's gone funny. There we go. Beautiful. Breathe deep. We come back slowly. Sometimes it helps to pull your toes right up now. That's it, you feel more control. Squeeze through the core. Keep the arms on a sort of horizontal level, slowly. And then lower the arms back behind you. That was beautiful. Again, breathe in, raise the arms. Breathe out, head lift, chin, curl, good. Really, it's so hard. Drive forward, raise the arms a little bit more. This will take us into the saw later on. Breathe in, come back. That's your last one. Well done. Slowly. Oh, the release. Okay, if you'd like to bring your knees in and hug your knees to your chest, that would be amazing. Okay, so from the C spine, we're going into shoulder bridge. Shoulder bridge was new to you in the last lesson. So we're going to set the shoulder bridge up. Now, last time I said that the feet should be at 90 degrees. We're going to add a little bit to the shoulder bridge now where you do a heel lift. Okay, so I've said to Jessica I'd like her feet a little closer. It was perfect. So that's much less than 90 degrees at the knees. Okay, so from here, Jessica, we're going to go up. So you can put your hands down. We're starting from a neutral position. So try and find your neutral, which will give you a little gap underneath the spine. Your shoulders reaching long. Remember, with the shoulder bridge, it's very easy for them to ride up. So really pushing the shoulders down your back, tucking them in your pockets. Okay, take a breath in. As you breathe out, pull up and pull in, imprint the spine, and then continue with the pelvic curl as you come up slowly, one vertebra at a time, until we're into that fully raised position. Sorry about this, but wonderful. Okay, now I'd like you to take your hands and float your elbows so that you can feel what's happening as we go into a heel lift. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, holding that, just lift one heel. And then breathe into lower. Breathe out, raise the opposite. No changes in the pelvis. Breathe into lower. Blow, squeeze. Breathe, got one more, keep it up, keep it up. Beautiful. The next breath in, and then she comes down one spine at a time. One, slowly, slowly, slowly. Back into that nice neutral position. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, roll again. Lead up with the pubic bone, slowly, lifting one vertebra at a time off the mat as we go. Lengthening through the neck now, keeping the shoulders back and down. Lifting the bottom, you can really feel that squeeze on your bottom and your back muscles. This is wonderful. Breath in. As you breathe out, lift one heel, nothing else moves. That's perfect, Jessica. Down you go. Legs mustn't splay. We're sort of pushing them out a little bit here. A heel on the other one. Breathe in. It's harder with the legs then, isn't it? Lift the heel. So if your legs are opening at the knees, we're going to carry on without me, Jess, then you'll really, really feel it when you bring them back in. So they should still be, breathe in to go down. You're not, don't ask too much of yourself. 1, 2, 3, slowly, slowly. I have to stop her from overworking sometimes. Do you want to have those?
Yes, please.
Okay, so all I'm asking is that you go up, you lift a heel one side, you lift the heel the other side, nothing else moves, and then you come back down. If you can do 2 heel lifts, all the better, but certainly not 3 or 4, Jessica, at the moment. The shoulder bridge, as I said to you in the last class, has so many things we can add to it. And it is wonderful for your bottom, for your back muscles, for lengthening through the neck, for keeping the shoulders back and down. Okay, right, so that's the shoulder bridge, and now we're going into the 100. The 100 today, we're looking at trying to get the full position, if Jessica can. We're not going to push her if she can't, because what did I always say? It's all about form, it's all about quality, not quantity. So, let's see how we do. So start your 100 with a good position. Where should your arms be? Beautiful. Shoulders back and down, lengthening the head and neck. Wonderful. We're in a neutral position before we even start, so just relax so your pubic bones go down, down, down. Okay, so that's her neutral position. Then I'll ask her to breathe in. This is the last time she'll do a single breath. And then as you breathe out, imprint your spine and start to pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's beautiful, Jessica. Okay, then I want you to go into the head lift for me. Holding that position, still breathing. Her breathing's come on a bomb now. She's really been practicing this. The body's nice and static because she's strong. She brings one leg to tabletop, making sure nothing moves in the pelvis, and tabletop means your knee is over your hip. Then she brings the second leg to tabletop. Keep that breathing going. If you're tired, lower the head to the floor. I don't mind. I'm not going to punish you. Beat those arms though. Squeezing the abdominals. We're going to try one leg in the air. Okay, it might be a good time to lift the head. Second leg in the air. Oh, now the full 100 is try and take the legs away a little bit. If that's hard, keep one up and one goes away, a little bit like a scissor. And then switch. Oh my goodness. And then one more. And switch. And now bend the knees, hug them and stop. Oh, that was hard. Well done. And that's amazing because you're still in the first sort of 6 sessions of the beginner phase. So the 100, I love it. I love it, such a challenge. Okay, we're going into the single leg circle, so you can keep one of your legs if you like. Take one of the legs off and just stretch it down. So you're really stretching now through the gluteal muscles, and then in a second she's going to be stretching the hamstrings. So if you'd like to take that up, lean your body up now, grab the back of the calf and try and have a nice little stretch in that position. Using your body weight, you can feel that, can't you? Try not to have any tension in this leg at all. And then tell me when you feel it's had a good stretch. So the way we're going to do today is, instead of her having a bent leg, I've decided that we're going to have a straight leg, and this one will still be bent, so it's not so hard to hold that position. So if you bend this now to the 90 degrees, so there'll be no pushing off this leg to hold your pelvis. That's the common error, is that people pull off this to hold that up. Okay, so this leg must be relaxed and full weight on the feet. You can release that leg now. You want your little hip feel for that one, and then your hand, this is just your guide. Shoulders away from your ears, it's so easy to suddenly get like that. And we're going to do 3 circles in each direction. So take a breath to prepare, and as you breathe out, circle. Good, nice controlled small circles. Again, away. Oh, squeezing hard, blow. Keeping that knee as still as possible. We're going to switch the circle around to go the other way. This is hard. If you want to go back to a bent leg, or if you want to have a little bit more of a bent leg, and again, then that's absolutely fine by me. Hug the knee in and give yourself a break. Lovely. Okay, so again, just building these things up. And that's why when we stretch and we use towels and other people to help us, it's really important that we lengthen our muscles, because we're working so hard. Okay, you can switch the legs out now. Bring this one in, give it a good stretch. Stretching out, well done, well remembered. Out through the glutes and then into the hamstrings. So up and then lift your body, grab the back of your calf, and really, oh my goodness, it is nice, but it's also quite a lot to ask. Oh, isn't it, Jess? That's quite mean. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just release. So we're going to bend this leg up, remember, to support her, but there'll be no weight on this leg. So no pushing on this foot to try and get that hip up. So the leg goes up, your floating hand, you're imprinted, and this is just your guide. Shoulders are really away. Ah, beautiful. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, sweep the leg round. Beautiful. So it's one big sweep. Here we go again. Around. And up. One more. And lift. We're sort of losing it there. That's it. And then out and round. So we're changing direction. 2 more to go. Push, sweep, and hold. Push, sweep, and hold. And hug that knee, and that is enough. Okay, single leg circles. Fantastic for all the muscles around your hip joint, your bottom, etc. And now, okay, so for my favourite exercise, haven't done this one in ages, but it gets a little bit confusing with the hands, because you have to not only change the legs, but you also change the hands. But it's such a good exercise. Now, obviously the challenge comes with the distance in which we have the legs. So we start with the legs quite high up. So let's just begin, Jessica, with a starting position so we can show everybody. So we're going to bring this leg in, and you can bring it in a little bit more than that if you like. This hand, the outside hand, is going to go to your calf, and this hand sits on the knee. What you don't want is the legs to be turning. This is the common way for it to turn. So you're supporting, even grabbing your leg. Okay, and then as she switches, switch those legs over. Okay, she'll be doing the opposite. So the outside hand is to the mid shin. So we're going to add a few things to this. So she's going to be lifted. So her head will come up and she'll be lifted, and that leg will be floating up in the air. So bring that leg right up in the air for me. Okay, beautiful. We're going to go probably there. Can you handle that? Mm-hmm. So this is more of a beginner position. So this is, take a breath in for me, poor Jessica. As you breathe out, switch those legs. And breathe in, blow. You've changed your hand? That's okay. This is the thing about concentration and trying to get everything controlled and organised. So it's about learning those positions. Okay, well done, Jess. So let's do that again. We'll do 4. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And relax. So the whole point of this exercise is your core okay, and then getting that coordination, mind-body connection, as you're having to think out, oh, what goes where. When you've got that, this is an amazingly challenging exercise, and you can work with your legs instead of being up in this direction, right down in this direction. So it's really challenging your centre. Do you want to have another go?
Yes.
Okay, so pop one leg up in the air, straighten it. It's all about how strong you are. Okay, and the other leg is going to be on that sort of horizontal level. So off we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you're resting your head because that's what you felt was a good idea. And one more. Lovely, and then just rest. Beautiful. Single leg stretch. Okay, we're going to finish our session on the other side. So if you'd like to roll over for me, take your time, lengthen your body, have a good stretch once you're down there. That's lovely. So really breathe in and then really stretch. Think about your head reaching away and your tailbone here really lengthening. So really stretching out. That's absolutely lovely. Take a deep breath in and then breathe out again. So we're just going to add a little bit to the dorsal raise. So a lot of people have problem with rotating their head because their neck is usually too close to the head. So we're going to get the arms already into the torpedo position, or the dart, or as I call it, the dorsal raise. Not too close to the body. Turn your head to face the camera. Lovely. So what's going to happen now is she'll take her breath in. She'll pull up and pull in the core. She'll squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up, and then keeping the chin down, she'll rotate to the other side and then rest. So we don't want to see this. That's not good for your neck. So what I want to see is literally that rotation as far as it will go. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up and pull in. Squeeze the shoulders together, lift the hand. Beautiful. And then lengthening. So that neck is really lengthening, which is allowing the rotation to happen. She's keeping going beautifully and then rotating to the other side. There's 2 more like that, Jessica. That's wonderful. Below, squeeze the shoulders, rotate the head and gently lower. I'm going to do a little sneaky check on her. Breath in to relax. Oh. Blow, squeeze, lift everything. Core's doing really well. Squeezing and release. There's one more. Take her back towards you for her little smile. Squeeze the shoulders. And then gently release. Oh, release, she says, I'll just go to sleep. Okay, and then the last exercise we're going to finish to go into to do the swimming. And we're going to take that nice and slowly, at least to begin with. We'll see what happens. Okay, so the arms are going forward. This is your last exercise. Okay, so in this position, take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, really put the effort in to lift there. And then opposite arm and leg. Squeezing, nothing dipping. And then breathe in to lower. I want you to really focus on this, Jess. Last little bit. Squeeze harder. Keep this up off the floor. And then gently breathe in. You haven't got to lift high. Blow, squeeze. Really lift the rib cage almost. Just really, that's better. Breathe. And then blow, squeeze. So we're working across the core, across the back. We're working everything. Blow, squeeze. One more like this. And breathe. She's going too high. She's losing her center. She's feeling the end coming. Blow, squeeze. And gently relax. Really relax. Okay, well done. Do you want to just finish the swim?
Can do.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so having done it nice and controlled, let's see how well she does with a little pace. So we're going to do 2 sets of 10. That's all, because at the end of the lesson, we're tired. We don't want to lose our form. So take a nice breath in. Hold your breath, lift your... Don't hold your breath, breathe out. Squeeze your abdominals, lift both arms and legs, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Breathe. Breathe out, squeeze the abdominals. This is your last. Give it your best. Both legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Wonderful. Well done. Does it feel like you finished 6? Yeah. Okay, so from there, Jessica's going to reach one of her legs, bring it into a stretch. She's doing it herself today to give you an idea of how you'd be doing it. She's going to keep the elbow bent. That's lovely. She's using a hand to rest her head on, or she can have a towel. I don't mind. Would you like a towel?
That'd be nice.
Okay, there we go. Okay, while Jessica's doing this, you can continue to stretch for me, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to bring a few toys into my frame so you can see some of the things that we can do later on. Things that we will be offering in other courses. There we go, and then gently release that, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, reach for the other one. If you can't reach this, don't forget, use a towel. Bands are alright, but they're a little bit flexible, so you're better off with a towel. If you can, always hold the other side of a joint. So and then bend the elbow because we never want to stress it, which also encourages a bit more stretch to the shoulder. There's so many things to think of when you're working with your body. Okay, so a little bit more stretch in that one. And then gently release. Well done. What I want you to do is put your toes underneath you, come to your knees, and then into the squat position. We're going to use the roll up for the hamstrings. Okay, so we're in that lovely squat position. I like this position. As I say, it always reminds me of being childish or being a kid, which I love anyway. You've done brilliantly today. Happy with what you've done?
Mm-hmm.
Well done. And if you've managed to keep up with her, I'm amazed because she's done really, really well. Okay, we're going to stick the head down and lift our bottom up, and then that is our hamstring stretch. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck the head and lift the bottom right up in the air. Place your hands on your thighs and just extend your knees. Keep your weight on the front of your feet. That's lovely. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Put a little bit more weight, a little bit more emphasis on the front of your feet now. Keeping your head tucked under. Take another breath in. Oh, just go a little further down, a little closer to your knees. Looking as if you might kiss them. Take a breath in and slowly release your arms from your legs and restack your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Wonderful. Roll your shoulders, loosen your hips. You've all worked so hard. All I can say is congratulations. You made it through 6 weeks of really fundamentals and beginners Pilates. There are so many more exercises to add to this, but I think really this 6 weeks has enabled you to get a really good gist of how helpful Pilates can be for your body. So some of the other things that we can offer in classes to come. This here, I call it the magic circle, but the circle, Pilates circle, there are so many things that we can use the Pilates circle. That is a whole 6-week course on its own. And then things like balls, there's loads we can do with these little balls, Pilates balls. You wouldn't imagine what you can do. Under your feet, under your bottom, under your head, under your back. There's balance, there's so many things we can do with those. And these wonderful things, bands. Oh my goodness. So bands basically create a lot of tension. So they make like a body weight exercise a lot harder. So you think of a band in a single leg circle and you've got to circle your leg with the resistance of a band. So there's so much you can do with all these toys. So if you're interested in taking your Pilates experience further, then let us know because we're building more and more programs, aren't we? Thank you so much for your time. Have an amazing day and we'll see you again hopefully. Take care. Bye.